Monica.
Good morning.
Hi there. How are you doing?
I'm doing really good. I've hit a lot of really cool marks this week already.
Is that right?
I hit 25 pounds lost this morning when I weighed,
Oh my God, good for you.
and that's like from September 9th.
Right.
Yesterday was the first time I actually walked a full mile at one time, and then I actually walked 2 different times yesterday. So I hit an all-time high of 2 miles walked yesterday.
Holy cow. Well, man, just getting right into these awesome achievements here. This is freaking awesome. Well, Monica, I thank you for doing this with me. I appreciate it. I want to hear more about your success here. So I'm recording this. Is that okay with you?
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right, cool.
I've been thinking about what I wanted to share with you over the last week. And the first thing I'd like to share is, I'm 60 years old. I had my first hip replacement on my left hip when I was 43. I had my right hip replaced last September. I was diagnosed with Parkinson's in 2014, and I've probably had it since 2010. So I've always been a yo-yo dieter. I've always struggled with my weight. I have tried exercise. It's never been for me. So what this program has done for me is it has hit every possible thing that I need. It has hit. So I've gone to gyms. I've done workout videos. I don't like them. They're not for me. But what this program gives me is an exercise program tailored to my needs and my limitations. So right off the bat, and by the way, I got to tell you, Nick is the most awesome trainer. He's asked a lot about me personally. So he got to know me personally first. Then he tailored exercises directly to what I could and could not do. And then he continues to fine tune those exercises to what my new ability is, and then taking some things away. So that in itself has given me encouragement to walk. So when I go see my neurologist, and when I get excited, I get real tremory. Usually I don't if I'm just, even killed. I'm so stoked. Anyway.
This is awesome. I love it.
He has really, really helped me. He's asked about my physical limitations. He's asked about me personally, what my life is like, where I live, what options I have for exercise equipment. So he's been like this really awesome cheerleader, not only a cheerleader, but it's like he's a step ahead of me. When we meet, him and I are already thinking about the same things as far as like, we're going to increase the band, the weight on your bands, or we're going to move from this kind of an exercise to this one. That in itself has given me amazing power. Before COVID, I had a over 50 gym that I could go to here close to home. I didn't appreciate it and I didn't use it very much. After COVID, I couldn't. But once I got into Pursuit Fitness and I started having these exercise programs tailored to what I could and couldn't do, what my current energy level was, I never felt defeated. I always felt like I was making progress. And then the food, it's a very simple to follow plan. I've talked to Nick about different things that I have found that I thought were really good substitutes, but then we've talked about the label, and he's teaching me how to look at daily values and things like that on the nutrition labels.
Right.
So this yogurt I thought was really an awesome find. It was more like what I should use for a dessert once a week or less, not yogurt constantly. So I switched my yogurt. I found a yogurt that was fat-free, and it tastes awesome. The berries give me my sweets. The opportunity to communicate with him every day, tell him the things that are working for me and the things that aren't, have been so valuable to me. So with Parkinson's, I have good days, I have bad days, but he has given me such an awesome range of exercise options that there's something I can do every day. So if I really don't do it, it's just because I'm being lazy and I didn't want to. he advises me on equipment where I can get the best price on equipment. So it's like, I'm going to be successful this time because I have this total inclusive program of someone to mentor me, someone who has an advanced degree in nutrition who can teach me how to eat correctly, but still enjoy food, how to exercise and understand that challenging your exercise helps you stay stronger and builds your endurance. So now, when we are going into this next lockdown that we are right now for COVID, I'm not stashing food in my room to eat at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning when I wake up and I'm worried. I stop my eating after 7 o'clock in the evening. I make sure that I stay on a program of sticking with those foods. I've been a binge eater before. I confessed that to Nick early on, and he's really helped me with taking the shame away from that binge eating, talking through why that happens, options that I could do differently. So, I mean, it's like, he's kind of become like a close personal friend.
Yeah.
And he's excited about every win I have.
Yep. So thank you, Monica. Like, I had a lot of questions prepared to ask you, and the fact that you're just speaking freely about all of this, you answered probably the majority of my questions already about what I wanted to know about your experience and what it's done for you. And what's exciting about this is the way we plan this is that we plan it to be a 3-pillar approach, where we're giving people what they need on a fitness perspective and making it custom to you on a fitness level. Nutrition wise, we're meeting you where you're at and helping you on your individual plan, not a one-size-fits-all nutrition plan, helping you make those changes individually nutrition-wise. And then thirdly, accountability, knowing that there's someone to support you, to be there with you with the wins and the struggles, all of that together. Like, that's what makes it our program, I think, be able to guarantee results with people. And you're a clear example of that, somebody that's engaged with that whole process, which is awesome.
Thank you.
So, Monica,
one of the big things was the Fitbit.
Yeah, there you go. Nice. We're using it. I love it. Well, so if I could, you might have answered some of these, but is it okay if I ask you a few questions I had on my list here? So I wanted to know a little bit more before finding Pursuit Fitness, before working with us. What was your biggest struggle? What were your biggest frustrations before working with us?
There were so many. The biggest one was me. My whole life, I've lost weight and I've gained weight, and I've lost weight and I've gained weight, and I give up. So this program has stopped me from giving up. It's given me everything I needed, because I've had a couple of falls, and I've talked to Nick about it. He's what I love is it's like every minute you can start fresh, where before it would be like, well, if I messed up this morning, I'm just going to eat everything I want all day today. And Nick is teaching me and helping me educate that I don't have to eat that way. If I fall off and I have something I shouldn't, I can still get back on track. And so the app, being able to look at my progress, tracking where I've been, has been a real big motivation booster. Switching up foods. So it's like, there again, I don't have this video and I don't have this. I've tried Weight Watchers and other programs, but nothing's inclusive. Pursuit Fitness is all inclusive. Teaching me nutrition is the most important thing. Exercise is secondary. And then just building on that. And I got up this morning, I knocked out an hour walk, or 20, I'm sorry, a mile walk this morning in 25 minutes. I showered before I even got on the phone with you this morning. So that's another thing it's done for me. It keeps me from sleeping in the morning, because I am on disability. Parkinson's can be very debilitating.
Yeah.
But a lot of it has to do with my mind as far as my attitude. Right. If I let myself get depressed and sad or upset, I go off track. But right. This program is helping me eat right, which keeps me healthy. moving enough to keep my brain active and keeping me sharp, and giving me a reason to wake up every day. When you're on disability, it's a struggle because it's like, some days I'm limited, and on those days I don't do anything, but I know I still have this program that I can come back to the next day, or I can make little bitty attempts, and I have this equipment at home. So I'm not restricted to going to a location to do these things.
Right.
It's right here on my phone in my room, and I have access to it 24/7, and it's tailored to me. That's what's making it successful for me.
Right. It's not just a place where you go to work out. It's kind of like the workout's brought to you, and you have all the support that you need along with that too. So not just the workout, but the support of somebody making sure the workout's what you need and holding you accountable to the workout, which is the key, right? Not being on your own.
Exactly. And even before I started that 21-day trial period, I had multiple people from Pursuit Fitness reaching out to me and welcoming me to the family, encouraging me. So it was like I already felt like part of the group before I actually even started that 21-day trial.
Awesome. That's awesome. That's key, and that's what actually we're putting together a Facebook group. So you'll be in. Another cool thing we're going to do is get everybody together in more of a regular fashion like that too. So tell me, Monica, I just want to bring up something because I want to talk about your success a little bit here. So is it okay? So Monica, this is your progress here. So this is starting September 3rd. Okay. 203 pounds till today, 178 pounds, 25 pounds down.
Yes.
That is an amazing accomplishment. And from September till today, that is, just a little over 2 months, right? 2.5 months. So
yes,
that's an amazing progress. That's right along the lines of what we want. About 10 pounds a month is pretty realistic, sustainable weight loss. And what makes this progress? So I also want to bring up that this isn't a straight line, right? There's ups and downs here. There's ups and downs here. So we are back it up to month periods. Oh, look what last month we went down, but then we came back up, but we're going back down again. Let's go back one other month. I bet it wasn't perfect, right? So we went up and we went down and we went down and then we went up and down and up and down and up. So the trend is going down the whole time, but it was never, a perfect straight line. And I think that's key to bring up here. And I'm going to stop sharing my screen here, but I think that's key to bring up here is that this didn't happen from you being perfect every single day. And what made it to where you could keep going when, let's say, there was a week where you didn't lose weight or you even gained weight? Tell me about those experiences a little bit and how we helped you with that.
So what I really love is, so human beings are in denial a lot of times, and I'm a big person about I have been in the past. The days that you see that I haven't marked a weight are usually days that I felt bad and I thought, I'm not going to lie about what the weight is. I'm just not going to put it down. Well, that was not to my benefit, but I still was trying to be honest with my weight. So what I can see there is Halloween, I had a little bit of candy. And then the next 2 weeks, I did this dip into a little bit more. And Nick helped me work through that. When he shows me this graph, like you look at, where I can see, okay, I went up, but I came back down. Okay, I went up, but I came back down. So even though I see those upward trends, every minute of every day, I can stop that and I can turn it around and I can change it. So one of the big things I'm going to try to do starting today going forward is quit lying to myself and do my weight every day and call it what it is and look at it. And then I know I can gather more strength from that in the future, because if I was more honest with my weigh-in and I weighed every day, you would see a lot more of these.
Yeah.
But that's where I can get my strength now, is I can go back and I can review that just like you took me through.
That's
and
exactly
I can open it up.
Yeah, Monica, that's exactly why we do it, because so many people have this perception in their mind that their journey is going to be a straight line. Like, we're just going to keep losing weight, losing. But success does not ever look like a straight line. No matter what you're doing, doesn't mean just weight loss, but anything you're trying to accomplish is going to be ups and downs and ups and downs. But in the end, the trajectory is going towards your goal, right? We might not have a perfect straight line, but our trajectory is always going down. And I think the reason for that is because we're also showing that to you and not letting you give up. Like in the past, maybe you would have given up if you gained a couple pounds or, something like that,
I
right?
would.
That's very common, right? So the fact
Yes.
that you have somebody in your corner helping you not give up, show you the past, let you know that, hey, this has happened before, Monica. This isn't the only time that we've went up. It's okay. We're going to get past this. This is temporary. Has that been helpful to you to have that?
Absolutely outstandingly helpful. And then the other piece is Nick is so good about being kind and caring and talking about, you're not going to beat yourself up about this. We're just going to start fresh right now. He's always encouraging. And the other thing that he does is, so because I can communicate with him every day through that messaging in the app. Your app is off the charts awesome for so many reasons, but being able to communicate like that every day, even if he's going to be off for a day or he was moving one weekend, he came back to St. Louis one weekend for a wedding, he's sending messages to let us know, here, I'm going to be leaving this day. I may not be as available for these few days, but I'll still be watching. I can reach out to him and tell him what's working or what's not working every day. I don't have to wait for a meeting. I can send him that message if I get up at 3:00 in the morning and I've got something on my mind. I can put that in a message to him and I know he's going to get back to me when he can. That kind of support and building a relationship with someone who's helping me. He's almost kind of like, he's like he's more than a doctor because he's this person who is looking at my heart rate. He's looking at my weight. We're looking at my measurements and we're looking at all these things and at what I'm eating, what I could switch, what I could substitute out. And the other thing I would like to add is if you can go into this program with an open mind and say, okay, before I thought I could never go a day without eating cheese. I have ordered and I'm waiting for this nutritional yeast to come in because he's telling me that that's a good substitution for cheese. So, there was a time when I thought I could never live without cheese. Well, that's kind of silly now,
Yeah.
I was being closed-minded. So the more I can be open-minded to food substitutions, try different things, the more successful I'm going to be. And he challenged me and encourages me to do that.
So for you, it hasn't just been a body transformation, it's been a mindset shift for you completely.
Yes, everything from no more shame if I eat more than I should, normal, those things that we do that defeat us.
Yeah.
When we can't talk to somebody about that and feel free to share that with someone and work through it, we just dig deeper into that shame and we just close the hole over and we just go back to the way we were doing. So I don't do that. I'm not doing that anymore. If I do binge a little bit, I can forgive myself and I can start fresh and eat the next meal better. And I don't have to do this. Well, if I've messed up today, I'm just giving up. And then I look and like over COVID, I gained 30 pounds, almost like 25, 28 pounds. What was that? February, March, April, May. That was an amazing amount of emotional eating. Yeah. I don't have to live that way today. I can put it into my exercise or other means, and I have support through my coach. I get excited and I can't talk. I get so much support from him, and he is so close to me that I know that I can just give him a message and I'm going to get what I need from him, and I'm going to have another successful day.
That's awesome. So to me, this is just like the mindset is the key to making this a lasting change. Anybody can lose 20 pounds in a few months and have it be a very short-term fix. But it seems like you're not only changing physically, you're changing the way you're thinking about things, the way you're overcoming obstacles in the past, the way you're not self-sabotaging, your goals anymore. And it seems like just having someone in your corner is what really you needed from the start, having somebody there with you. So,
Yes.
Monica, thank you. I'm going to see if there's anything else that you didn't cover, but you covered so many things that I was planning on asking you. Let me see. Let me just kind of cover a few other things here.
Sure.
What are your goals for the future? I want to know a little bit about that.
My goal is I have really, really flabby arms. So I don't like to wear any kind of sleeves that don't come all the way to my elbow. 3/4 sleeves are my most preferred because it covers it up.
Okay.
I actually believe now that I can change that.
Awesome.
And I'm on my way to changing that. I've got dumbbells that I've ordered that are coming. I'll have them Saturday. Nick also showed me. Oh, and the other thing that Nick does is so cool. He just doesn't offer suggestions. He sends me links of where I can go find these things. So it's like he doesn't just say, well, go find that. He actually takes me straight to everything but purchase it. And all I have to do is open up the link and look and say, okay, I'll get that.
Yeah.
He doesn't, I tell you what, I have a daughter and I have a young man who's about if he was, he could be my son, but the two of them have always had in the last few years have done so much for me to encourage me to eat better and to forgive myself. But there again, it was from a daughter or it was from a friend. This program gives me everything I need from medical, nutritional, physical. Oh, and then, okay, I got another thing I got to tout. One of the things that I've had problems with Parkinson's is incontinence. You guys are going to have on the 30th of this month, you're going to have a pelvic floor seminar. That is exactly what I need.
It's tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow. Make sure you
yes. Is it tomorrow?
Tomorrow at 6:30.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I thought it was the 30th.
We're having a specialist come in. Yeah, tomorrow. Don't worry. I'm going to record it.
This really is. It's giving me everything that I need. I cannot wait to go back to my neurologist in January, my family doctor, because there's going to be this big change in my weight. And I look forward to the day that I may not have to take high blood pressure medicine. I may not have to take my cholesterol medicine anymore. Those things all give me a reason to keep working. Absolutely. So can I share another win with you real quick before we have to get off here?
Would love it. Yeah, please.
I love your body stats. Okay. So now I can't do the chest and the arms and the bicep in this one regularly. I get my mom to do that for me, but I'm going to share with you what my measurements were when I started and what they are today.
Please do.
When I gain weight, I gain it from the tip of my toe to the top of my head. I had a 16-inch neck. This morning, it is 14 and a half.
Oh, wow. Your neck? I've never even thought about measuring your neck.
That's part of these measurements on your metrics that you have in your app.
I didn't even realize that was one of them, but yeah. Wow.
Yes. So I didn't get to measure my shoulders or my biceps or my forearm yet, but my chest started out my chest was 46, it's 44. My waist was 45, it's 40.
Wow, heck yeah. That's like 8 inches already.
My hips were 47, they're 42 and a half.
Whoa.
My thigh was 27, it's 24 and a half.
Mm-hmm. So you really head to toe, you're right.
Yeah, my calves were 16 inches and now they're 15.
Oh my God, wow. That's fantastic.
I had dimples. You didn't see these dimples in August because I had so much weight. Seriously, my face gets fat just like my belly. And it's like, it's transforming me. And that's what when I started this and I saw it, it was offering a 21-day transformation. Mm-hmm. It's really a life transformation. Yeah. I mean, if you buy into it, you go into it and hit the ground running, get the materials that you need, get the ingredients for the recipes that you need. Don't make excuses for not, for not to be foods that you really like. I'm learning to try to like vegetables.
Awesome.
So my daughter she has concerns of how she'll take care of me in the future. I don't want her to have that stress.
Right.
If I'm healthy and I'm physically fit, I don't need her to take care of me, and I might even stay out of a nursing home.
That's a win. That's what we're talking about, Monica. It's not just about losing 25 pounds. It's what is that going to do for the rest of your life? To not have your daughter have to take care of you later in life and not be in a nursing home, that's worth every penny. Right there. That's worth every penny.
Yes.
So
I want to be your spokesperson because I love your company.
well, thank you. Well, we love working with somebody like you because all it takes is having two-way communication is all it takes. Honest two-way communication, I should say, because you can communicate and not be truthful, of course. We only ask that you are completely truthful with us, with what you're feeling, what you need from us. And we're working with 40 women right now, and everybody's path is different. What they need is different. Where they're starting from is different. What past experiences they had that limited them from achieving their goals are different. Where they want to go and what they want their future to look like is different. And we're going to tailor the approach to every single person. So
the other thing that I would suggest, the big thing I would suggest is when you get past that 21 days, I think if I hadn't bought a 6-month package right out of the chute, when I had that deal happen in October where I started eating candy at Halloween and I had that gain, if I wasn't locked into a 6-month program that I'd already paid for, I would have given up. I know I would have. So
many
I think
people
that's important. It's important to say that as well. And it was real easy for me to justify the cost by the money I was spending in fast food and what it was doing to my health. So by the time I eliminate the cost of the fast food, the possibility of no more medications, there's a big savings in that, and it goes directly into the cost of this program, which to me, this program is as important as having medical health insurance, because it's a proactive thing to do to keep yourself healthy. We don't want to be bound to pharmaceutical companies. We do not want to be bound to high insurance rates because of our health issues, pre-existing conditions. If we have this kind of an all-inclusive health program, we can be healthier people. We can live longer, happier lives. Pursuit Fitness is an awesome name for your company. I absolutely love it.
Thank you, Monica. I think that is key because you're either going to pay one way or the other, right? When it comes to health, you're either paying for wellness or you're paying for sickness. What's more fun in the end, right?
Yeah.
You get to live the fruits of being a healthy, working on that proactive stuff now is much more fun because you enjoy it the rest of your life and it does way more for you. So
yesterday I spent 2 hours outside watching my grandson ride bicycles with his neighborhood friends because they can't come to each other's houses now because of COVID. But they can ride their bikes outside. I spent 2 hours walking around and watching them play instead of sitting in a chair as a bystander.
Mm-hmm.
That is huge. That's huge. Awesome. I could stay out there for 2 hours, walk a mile in about 25 minutes of that 2 hours, but walk around with them, play, interact with them. And instead of sitting in a chair and watching them from the front porch. Mm-hmm. This is huge.
It's huge. You're getting more. I mean, you're getting more out of every life experience that there is, right? You get to participate in life more rather than sit on the sidelines.
Thank you. Monica, thank you for having this company.
Well, thank you for being there to be engaged and coached by us. And because it takes, here's the thing. We got to find those people that need the support and you got to be the ones that are okay to be vulnerable with us too. Like you got to be, what you're doing and how you're engaging with Nick is the whole reason why you're successful. Yeah, we have all the
Yes.
tools and the support, but you got to engage with them, right? You got to
Yes.
engage with them. So, and you've
He
done
makes
that.
it very easy.
Well, we try to, but it also, like I said, it's a partnership. That's a good word for this. It's not one-sided. Like we're not drill sergeants. You know, we're creating a partnership together with you to help you get to your goal. And so I think we covered most everything that I wanted to cover. I would say for somebody that's never worked in this respect, I guess virtually with somebody, you know, you and Nick have never met in person. What would you say about somebody that's hesitant of like, hey, I don't know, like I could pay for a personal trainer to train me 3 days a week versus what we're doing here for you, something like that. What would you say to that?
Oh man, gosh, it just seems like you're doing everything that I needed that I didn't even know I needed. And even down to offering classes like the pelvic floor seminar that we're going to go to tomorrow night, or through Zoom. I mean, all of these things are just, it just seems to be hitting everything I need that I didn't even know I needed.
So instead of it being just something you pay for somebody to take you through a workout, you're getting much more. So instead of just this one piece, you're getting this piece, this piece, this piece, this piece, this piece. So it's more of like the whole puzzle together. Everything, all the pieces are put
All
together.
inclusive.
Got it.
Exactly. The benefit of the Fitbit and getting to see your heart rate and things like that, those kind of things are, I mean, it seems like it's covering everything I need, more than I even actually thought I did need.
Gotcha. Monica, thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking the time to talk about this, because you're going to inspire another person by making this video. Somebody's going to watch this and they're going to say, I've had the same problems my whole life that Monica has. I need that support. I want what Monica is having right now. I want her success. So thank you. And keep going on.
I'm happy to do it.
Next thing is we're gonna work on getting your arms ready, and then we're gonna get off some of those medications. You're well on your way to achieving those goals.
Awesome.
You got this, girl.
Thank
All right, Monica. I'll see you in the Facebook group.
Take care.
Okay. See you later.
Bye.